excited for this beer because of the art on the camera, or on the camera now. But then look at this part on the back. That fucking like Nevada shit as a pint glass. That's so dope. That is so
That's
cool.
cute.
You know, I mean, they got it together, but I feel like same thing. Like, if they're gonna be serious, you know, this is a Hangar 24 scenario. Like, this is really cool, but it ain't gonna make people grab it, except for like guys with handlebar mustaches that rode in on their Schwinn. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's great. You know, my favorite beer ever, well, not from drinking, but from the labels. I can't remember the company.
Your cup.
But they commissioned Ralph Steadman to do the labels for it. And Ralph Steadman is the pen and ink artist, like doing like the quill pen, like that crazy fountain pen. Pen and ink artist who illustrated Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
what?
yeah.
What?
So if you want to see some craziness, no, it's not this dude. Different guy.
That's okay.
Different beer, but this art reminds me vaguely of it. His had a lot of like ink splotches on it. If you go onto Facebook and you look up Homegrown Arts, probably Temecula or Murrieta, California. I used to run an art and music school out of my garage.
You do everything?
All the things. And one of my students, how we started was he had this art project, and he didn't want to do it. He had, hated art, and he had to recreate like a painting that he liked or something like that. And so he did. There's screenshots of this one. He did a Ralph Steadman piece, and I think his is better. I forget what the piece was called. Something like The Magnificent Fool or The Howling Idiot or something like this. But yeah, it's like a guy in a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like faded out, like black and white. And the guy is animated and colored and everything. And he's like dumping a bottle of wine like on his head. And he kind of looks like Sloth from the Goonies. Like he's all fucked up in the face and shit. Yeah. But yeah, Charlie did this, and I think it might be better than the original. And then the next year, same project, same school, we did Jackson Pollock. And we did a deep dive on Jackson Pollock and learned about it all. And so I had him listening to like Jackson Pollock's favorite jazz musicians, Gene Krupa. He was a Gene Krupa drumming guy. Charlie, I don't know. Oh shit! There's beer.
There's beer.
Ooh.
Oh, dank stank.
Mm-hmm.
Dank stank.
Wow, that's really light.
It's lighter than you would think it would be
Yeah.
for the amount of alcohol that's in it.
Yeah.
This is an 8.7. And it doesn't taste like it.
No, not at all. Very shocking, actually. I was not expecting that. But definitely awesome. Right now, my front runner is still that very first Joseph James.
I think that one was good.
Yeah, it's really good. Like, that's an easy entry, easy entry into the IPA game.
Well, this is the Big Dogs Brewing Company Underbite IPA, and this is the double IPA.
Nice.
But what's weird about it is it's just not as flavorful. But I mean, it's good.
Agreed. Yeah.
It's good, but it's not as flavorful. So sometimes less is more.
It has a very bitter hit on like the end when it hits the back of your tongue.
Okay.
But when it hits the front, it's almost like a null. It's almost
Nothing.
like I'm drinking a Corona or something.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know.
But that artwork, though.
But I could see this being a really drinkable beverage if you're just trying to fucking have a nightcap and you just got off work and you need that high percentage to get you fucked up to go to bed.
This one makes me think of ramen. Like, you need to pair it with some ramen.
You're fucking brilliant. I knew you were perfect for the show. Awesome.
Hey.
You got this. I would agree. I think it's... I think the creaminess of a ramen noodle or an udon noodle plus the saltiness of a broth would pump up this IPA perfectly.
Yeah, completely.
A little bit of vegetables in it to continue with that earthy essence that it has. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers. Yeah, it's really delicious, actually. Like, as I let it really wash over me.
And that's the
There's
thing
more
about
complexity to it. Like, the more I drink it, like, I'm like, okay, I can taste the citrus. Like, you know, at first it was like nothing and then bitter. And as I had that last sip, I was like, okay, there's a little bit of like the strong citrus, like pomelo, like tangerine, like kind of bitterish, but
pomelo. Pomelo, that means grapefruit.
Yeah.
What you all fancy?
California.
Fancy.
Well, I mean,
fancy.
okay, to be fair though, like when you think of a grapefruit, you don't think of a pomelo. That's
you don't know what a pomelo is. Most people don't.
So my neighbor had a giant pomelo tree in Temecula, California.
Okay.
These things were like
I know they're the size of your head. Yeah.
And you couldn't do anything with them except like make lemonade or throw it in a salad with a balsamic.
Okay.
Like just like by itself, you couldn't eat those fucking things. There's no way, you know. I mean, it was like chewing on that can and the beer at the same time. Like it was all like astringent, metallic, like and very bitter, sour. But you threw a little balsamic on it. Like this new one I just got. This balsamic is legit. Yeah, you throw a little bit of that on there, or make a lemonade out of it.
Okay.
Delicious. Only honey. I don't regular sugar. Just honey. And then in Temecula, you know, we had, and actually we have that here too. I would shout them out. Actually, I'm gonna shout them out.
Shout them out.
Hold on. Yeah. Yep. Do they even have like a real business name on here? God, I have to talk to them.
This is an example. Hold on, we got this. This is the beer cam radio. I like to do POV shots.
Hey. Yeah. So you can get this at farmers markets here in Clark County, Nevada.
The Desert Honey, and that's
Can
the
you
best.
believe?
That's the best they can do with their branding.
Yeah.
But that's okay because sometimes you would be shocked. Okay, sometimes the best food, the best products, mom and pop, low budget. Because if they're not spending money on marketing, they're spending money on food.
Yeah. I mean, I think this might be a pro bono project for me.
Okay.
I might need to hit them up and just be like, here's a logo.
Please, I will design a logo for them.
Right?